It looks good now. Hi, everybody. I have a special surprise for you. Look who I have. My Jonesy showed up. Hi, everybody. Come on. I opened it up a little bit early because I want to give people time to come on board. So welcome, welcome. And as usual, give me a wave and tell me where you're watching from. Can you hear me on Instagram? Because we're outside and there's traffic. Can you hear me okay on Instagram? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. And then, so look, Jonesy, here on StreamYard, I click here to comments. And, oh, where are my comments? Can't post comments to some destinations. Learn more.
I don't think you have any comments.
Maybe I don't have comments. If you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, then post your questions in the comments and I'll be able to see them. So I decided to do a more casual live stream. This is the last baby I have left in my nest, by the way. This is Jones. Can you say hi?
Hi.
As you can tell, she's 17 years old and she's absolutely thrilled to be on her mother's social media. I'm sorry. Oh, look, that's Mr. Kulas from Santa Monica. He was Carrington's 5th grade teacher. Isn't that cool? This is, Carrington, by the way, John, she's launched and gone. Carrington barely talks to me. No, we're supposed to have dinner later. Of course, I'll pay. Okay, is there a question? Is it normal for a couple to desire an added partner? Well, it's normal for a couple to feel bored. This is like the episode of, what do we watch? What is the show we're binging now?
Good Trouble.
Good Trouble on
Hulu.
So there used to be this series called The Fosters about a bunch of foster kids and their life getting into a lot of teenage trouble. And now the 2 main character girls are young adults. And last night on the show, Good Trouble, one of them went out dancing, met a great guy. And then the guy wanted to bring her home to his girlfriend for a little threesome. And of course, some people can tolerate sexual jealousy. Some people can tolerate having, a spicy sex life. I'm not here to judge, but, keep in mind that we evolved as Homo sapiens to really protect our mates, protect our eggs, and make sure that we're carrying the eggs or the fertilized seed from the right person who's there minding things. So that's the problem. You should listen to my Mating Matters episode called Polly Want a Cracker about polyamory to find out the science of it. Hello from Florida. Hello from, where else do we have?
Comments up here.
Oh, more comments up. I can barely see them up there. She's only 17. Yes, she's only 17. My last baby in the nest. This is Jones. And that's my daughter. That's her. The older one she's 22 and she's launched in the world. Hello from OC. Hello from Ventura. How are you? I don't understand this question. MC something. Hi from Tennessee. How are you, Carolyn? What causes conflict in mind? What do you mean? Can you elaborate what conflict in mind you mean? From Pasadena. Hi, Linda from Pasadena. Linda's always here. She's regular. And she has some good comments. From Ireland. Wow, you're watching all the way from Ireland. That's pretty cool. Is it like breakfast for you? I mean, think about it. What time is it for you? No, it's really late at night. What the heck are you doing up in the middle of the night? A little bout of insomnia? She said she thought we were sisters. Okay, I didn't have this baby until I was 41. I had her when I was 41. And you know what teenagers do during COVID? They sit around all day and do hair and makeup for nowhere to go and do TikTok videos and put pictures on Instagram. Hello from El Segundo. How are you, Megan? 2 a.m. in Ireland, huh? What are you doing now? Did you just get in from the pub? By the way, tell me, is Ireland open? Like, what's the deal? Here, we have no indoor dining, but we eat outdoors. And I look for really windy tables far away from everybody else if I do eat out. Mostly I've been cooking a lot. Haven't I been doing a lot of cooking this week? Do you remember anything I made that you enjoyed?
The meatloaf.
The meatloaf. Okay, it was chicken meatloaf, but I just found this way of I had this idea. I'll saute the onions, carrots, and celery first and put some herbs with them. Then I'll mix it with the chicken and egg and breadcrumbs and put it in the oven with the ketchup. And I don't know, it made it taste really sweet and delicious. Corn Metallica's always here too. He likes my commercials that I do for Consumer Attorney Marketing Group. any questions? Because this is literally Ask Me Anything. So in Illinois, hello from closing restaurants again on Friday. I'm sorry, and you guys are heading into cold weather, or maybe you're in cold weather. So we are seeing that spike. I did get my flu shot today, everybody. My arm's going to be sore tomorrow because we all need to get a flu shot. Very important, because is Jones getting a little bored with the Zoom classes? Are you getting bored with Zoom classes?
I mean, I think it's better than being there in person.
Why?
Just because, like, you don't have to go to school. I don't know.
What happens at school?
It's just such a hassle to get up and go and get ready and stuff.
Yeah. Some kids don't mind the alone time. Hello, Lawrence from Bloomington, Minnesota. This is my daughter, Jones. She decided to join us today. Okay, we got sexy questions. Is that okay, Jones? She's heard everything. You know that show on Netflix, Sex Education? I think she could have written that show because she grew up with me. The question is it normal for a heterosexual man in his mid-30s to have mostly female friendships? Well, there's no such thing as normal, right? We have the widest range of sexual and social behavior of any primate out there. The question is, do you feel that your needs aren't being met? And do you want more? And if you want more, then you need to speak up and you need to let people know, not coworkers. That's called sexual harassment. But you need to find a way to tell people that you would like more if that's what you want. But if you're totally satisfied with a lot of female friendships and, I don't know, maybe you're getting your sexual needs met online, it happens, then that's how people are kind of separating pieces of relationships. Somebody from Fiji. Wow. I want to go to Fiji so badly. When we open up, Jones, let's go far. When we can get on planes and fly far. Do you want to go to Fiji or Tahiti or Bora Bora? They're all in the same kind of area. Hello from North Liberty, Iowa. How are you? Can you look up the Blossom theme song and dance on camera? I'm probably not going to do that. Don't know what the Blossom theme song is. How long does it take for a teen daughter to start being nice to their mom again, asking for a friend? Okay, so Jones actually is nice to me. We have this weird reverse thing. It's my 22-year-old who's busy separating from me. She has her own apartment. She has her own job. She's graduated from college. When I call her for anything, even to say hello, she goes, Mom, I'm grown. I got to go. I'm grown. I got to go, is what she always says. So that's why I'm really thrilled she's meeting us for dinner after this. But Jonesy, why don't you hate me like she does? Teenagers are supposed to hate their mothers.
I don't know.
Why do we get along so well?
I don't know. 'Cause you're nice to me.
I'm nice to her. And the older one would say, you spoil the baby. She has no rules, which is probably true. But also we're similar in we like to keep a neat house. So her room is neat and tidy most of the time. The other one is like a wild, messy hoarder. I just had to close the door to her room. What do we like most about Iceland? Oh, we went to Iceland together. And what was your favorite part of Iceland?
Probably the Blue Lagoon.
Yeah, we went to the Blue Lagoon a couple times. We loved it so much. We even met wet, like it was in the winter. We went in January, so the sun didn't come up till noon, but we went in the morning at 10 a.m. and it was like black, and I was so afraid of losing her in the darkness. But I also really loved those blue ice caves. Remember the blue ice caves? That was really cool, but kind of scary too. What do I think of the Jeffrey Tubin incident? Oh my God. I'm sorry. We all had a laugh over that.
Where are you reading that?
Oh, up there on Instagram. Okay. Here's the thing. I've met Jeffrey Tubin a number of times, but mostly just in the makeup chair at CNN. And the only conversation was, so what are you talking about today? He is a man in his 50s. If you don't know the story, he's very famous in the media. He's a great legal mind. He's a CNN legal analyst. And while he was on a Zoom meeting with colleagues from the New Yorker, they went into breakout rooms, but he decided to use the break apparently to go on a kind of video phone sex. And when they came back to the group, they could see that he was self-pleasuring himself. My heart breaks for him. I will tell you that feeling shame as a human being hits the brain just like a physical pain. So I'm sure he's not doing well. Hello from Paris. But there is a part of me that's like, well, we do have you should listen to my Mating Matters episode called The Trouble with Testosterone, because there are some men who have such high testosterone levels that literally it feels like the blood drains out of their brain and they're not making good decisions. On the other hand, as other men have said to me, I see things in stores, but I don't steal them because I know I can't. So why can't people sort of keep it in their pants? Why can't people control their sexual urges? And, that was a perfect storm of being 50 something and not understanding the technology, not knowing that the camera was still on. And then for whatever reason in the middle of the day, and I think it was video chat sex. So there was a real human on the other end, and he had to apologize to his wife, and sticky situation for him, a little COVID entertainment for us. That's what I will say. Thank you, Laren. Love the podcast. She's got a good question. Let me pop it up here. How do I click on it? There she is. Okay. I'm curious as to why, as a trans woman, I tend to be attracted mostly to gay men who aren't into me because, well, I'm a woman. I usually don't have the hang up of crushing on people who are unavailable in any way. So I don't think it's that. Okay. So there's actually an answer to this. So before you transitioned, were you attracted to men? If so, then your sexual orientation and your gender identity for all humans are not connected. Just because you know somebody's sexual orientation doesn't mean that you can ever, or know their gender, doesn't mean that you can ever predict their sexual orientation. So if in fact, before you transitioned, you were into men, then your sexuality is kind of as a gay man. And so it would make sense that you would be attracted to gay men because that's who you're wired for, right? So I know you're also asking the question about attachment anxiety and maybe looking for rejection. There's a psychological piece and there's a biological piece and there's a social piece to every behavior in us. My advice, if I can say anything, is stick to what you're attracted to, and eventually you're going to find the one who's going to be the gay man who loves a trans woman. It's going to work. It just takes time. Finding a mate is such a numbers game, and especially for minority populations who, have to dig a little bit deeper. But you look fabulous. So, hey, what can I say? I wish you the best. Check in with me because I want to know how it goes, actually. I really do want to know how it goes. What else can we put up? What's this question? Oh, yeah. Cam's got a good question here. Has the COVID-19 pandemic made more people open to long-distance relationships? I happen to live in a small populated state. Well, in general, when people live in small populated places, by the way, I keep scratching because there are mosquitoes out here and they're getting my, can you go get the insect repellent? No, go that way, honey. Go under she did it and it didn't fall over. Okay, so the answer is yeah, absolutely. People, if you live in a small town anyway, the great thing about dating apps and online dating, this is not an ad, here's off, but the bugs are getting my ankles. One is enough. Mosquitoes, what can I say? They're getting my ankles. So yeah, during COVID, people are lonely. They want to reach out. They're looking for connection. So of course they're more open to long distance relationships. Now, the only thing I want to warn you is that a relationship that works perfectly as a long distance relationship sometimes isn't so adaptable to being in the same city or nest together. Okay. Any more relationship questions? Corn Metallica asked, do you watch NASCAR? No, but we love that movie. What's that movie about NASCAR? What? The tall, funny comedian, the whole comedy movie about NASCAR. Talladega Nights. That's all. Is that a Carrington movie? Oh, well, you watched it many times. Oh, Betty says you are model gorgeous. She's my model gorgeous. Okay. Somebody said, I like to, why not be a narcissist and put up a compliment? If I can find it, it's gone now. There it is. Always enjoy your insights on KFI. Miss hearing you on Gary and Shannon's show, and you're looking great. Well, thank you. And you know how you solve that? You simply write to our program director, Robin Bertolucci. She's all over social media too. And you tell her you miss me, and then maybe she'll put me back on. You never know. I'm so busy with all my 4 jobs. It's crazy. So if I'm always curious to know where people know me from, because you know I do my bi-weekly segments on Australia's 9 network, the Today Show in Australia on relationships. And I also do videos every single day for the app Local Now. I have a radio show on KFI AM 640 in Los Angeles. Many of you know me from there. And I've been a commentator on CNN for years and years and years. For like, I think 4 years straight, I was on Don Lemon's show a couple times a week. And then I have a fabulous podcast called Mating Matters. And you can get that wherever you listen to your podcasts. See, Corn remembered it is Talladega Nights, right? Will Ferrell, exactly. See, when you're old, you lose. You know me from Mating Matters. Good. I'm glad you listened to the pod. I'm working on an episode right now on fetishes, which is interesting. Oh, I promised I would get you guys the phone number. Producer Brooke, are you here? No, she's not listening. If she was, she could give out the phone number or put it in one of the comments, because I need to record people. Watch my social media, okay? I need to record people just saying what they like and what they're into. I'm just going to make a mashup of voices of people saying, you know, I like long legs, or I like blue eyes, or I like tall, or I like gay men, right? Or whatever it may be that you're into, because I want to sort of make this mashup. And then the people that I've interviewed who have variances in some of the things that arouse them, then I want it to sort of get it to be more and more a little wider and non-conforming. And so I need to have a bunch of voices. So I'll put the number, the call in, the voice. It's at the end of every podcast episode. I should have it memorized by now, but I don't. I'll put the phone number up there and I'll have you do that. Ideas on how to, I'm sorry, was it have a friendship? Oh, you've been sharing it with the pod with kids Carrington's age. Good. What is that question? Get them to listen. Need them to hear that. I know this is the age group who really should listen. Just tell them it's about sex. You know what? They'll want to listen. Just tell them it's about sex. It's all right.
Oh, wait, is this the shake and bake baby, shake and bake? Is it that one?
I think so. Does he say shake and bake baby and Talladega Nights? He does the grace about baby Jesus, where he says that very funny family grace, that dinner scene that's hysterical. It's about race car driving. It's Will Ferrell. It's very funny. Nate asks me, can I do anything as far as see an attorney if the police are not doing their part in looking for charging a suspect? Well, yeah, see, that's how America works, right? If the police aren't doing their job, then you can always get an attorney and they can put pressure on the police. You can go to the district attorney. You can, I mean, I'm not a legal mind by any means, except that I do ads for law firms. And of course, if you know who the person is, you can take them to civil court. But that's, you know, remember we did an episode on rape, and we had a rape victim and the police were unable to get enough evidence, right, that it wasn't consensual, even though she was in the hospital and had drugs in her system that she didn't take and blah, blah, blah. And she was able to take him, I think, to civil court. Yes, he did say shake and bake. Tyrone says. There we go. Yes, he is shake and bake. His partner is bake. I get it. Thank you. Up there on Instagram, loving me on Local Now. I actually produce, Jonesy helps me. She's my videographer because we're all quarantined here. So I produce those videos from my living room. Every Tuesday, I do 5 of them. We have a production meeting the day before. We figure out what they are for the week, and then they come out one a day. And so if you have not downloaded the free Local Now app, you probably should, because there's all kinds of entertainment on it. Free streaming movies and TV shows and all kinds of stuff. So, and I'm there doing videos every day. And my audio is low or slow? I know. Okay, so here's the thing. I can't find a lav mic for an iPhone 11 Plus Pro Max, whatever. So I went on and looked at what YouTubers do, and I watched YouTube videos, and they said to just use the camera mic. But if it's low, then I got to yell so you can hear me on Instagram, right? Is that better? And there's ambient noise. I know, because I thought we would try it outside, but it's too much. We'll have to do it inside again next week. Oh, well. Anybody have any more questions before we go? Oh, thank you. She likes the podcast too. What? I can scroll down? Oh, fabulous. I know you. Wonderful. Well, spread my podcast info around with your age group. Why not? And Tom from Maryland came on board. Okay, we're going to go because we're going to meet Carrington for dinner. And that's a big, exciting thing for me because, she's grown and doesn't like to hang out with her mom very much. So anyway, Instagram, thanks for hanging in there. I know the audio's low. Next time we won't deal with the ambient sound. We'll do it indoors. I'll turn up the mic. I'll be closer, blah, blah, blah. Okay, as I say to my students as I wrap up class, I love you all. I'll see you on the next Zoom. In this case, the next live stream. Say goodbye, Jonesy.
Bye.
Aw, I'm so glad you came with me. It's so sweet.